Okay, back again. Boss, what's up with you, man? What's good with it?
Man, I'm cooling, man. Cooling. What's on the docket, bro?
Yeah, man. Gonna do this Whittaker thing, man. Appreciate you joining me. Um, there's been a couple updates since my last video on this. I think he took Ray to go get a haircut on the most recent, and that video was more or less not too much information far as updates, but this one was the video before that. And it was a few things I want to touch on this video when it comes to the Whittaker family. For one, he talked about the Amish once again. So there's somewhat of an Amish update, and then we'll get to the more recent. And something about I got a comment that was very interesting as far as the AC unit that Eric and Patrick got in that window, and to the fact of it not being there anymore. So we're gonna chop that up. Got a timestamp for the Medicaid, getting the Medicaid switched to Medicare and things, and then a little clip in here where he talks about getting some help for old BJ, man. BJ, man, oh man. But we gonna start right here. If you got any questions, definitely tell me to stop the video. Ask any questions you got, man. And yeah, we're gonna keep it going from here.
All right. That's a bit.
Yeah.
How are y'all doing with everything now? You got groceries and everything?
Huh?
You got groceries and everything?
I survive.
I'm gonna tell you what, them Amish,
Okay.
you talking about fines,
The people that's
craftsmanship,
gonna build your house,
they're
they are the
fine.
best guys.
They're the best carpenters you'll ever find, and you won't see them use no power tools. Everything's gonna be with
Everything is
hand
hand.
saws and
They're not allowed to
everything.
use electricity. So there ain't gonna be no drill. They're not gonna be no drills or anything. They'll come out here. They're gonna do everything by hand. And when
Everything
they
by
do it,
hand.
it's gonna be nice. I'm thinking about trying to get you like concrete floors, because I'm thinking about with what you got to put up with the family, making it easy to clean up. Don't need no stairs.
And that's one thing when they were live on this. I had actually brought up in the chat, and salute to Eric. I don't know exactly who's actually doing the typing whenever they do their premieres, because they do their premieres, they edit the video and put the premiere up. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I think it's Eric who's doing it, because of course Patrick, he actually lives on the same road from what people are saying and from what I'm hearing. He lives right down the street from the family, so Patrick is more there all the time. Eric's coming in to do a visit, and when he's talking about these concrete floors, I'm thinking the same thing about the cleanliness of the house. Because what did I ask? I got the little screenshots here. I think I said respectfully, have you heard or known of history of hoarding in the family? And he responds by saying, not hoarders, but I think it was quite common for random people to give all the stuff they didn't want to the family. And when it comes to hoarding, man, everybody done watch hoarders. And if you look inside of that house, if you look on that porch behind Miss Lorraine where she sits, you'll see a old disregarded oven. And on top of the oven, it's a box with who knows in it with a tricycle on top. It's just the whole house is just, where Ray sleeps in the back. It's just a double wide love seat, with boxes and this, and it's just a mountain of. And I'm like, y'all are getting him, or y'all are trying. Your goal is to get them a new house, and my thing is like, do you like this new house? It's almost like they need extended care to take care of this house, because
Right.
you wouldn't want this house to turn out like that house. So I thought it was interesting how he spoke on the concrete floors to make it easier to clean and whatnot. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's I'm thinking the same thing. Um, I don't know how long they've been living in this home and the condition it was when they got there, but if the house is that bad, it will make you wonder. Are they gonna upkeep this new house that they're gonna get? That's a good question.
Right. Yeah, and that's all you know you would want. And this right here kind of goes on to that. He said some it was people was talking about the house and the condition of the house, in which this house has been the same house that everybody has seen. They've always lived in this house basically. It's like the family house type of thing. In which he says it's not a nice smell at all. I don't want to focus on that, but I will say it's not easy to stand inside with the smell. The smell basically cannot be put into words. The smell that is inside of that current house now, and you know when you give, you know, it's the gratuity, the charity that you're doing. You're giving it to them, but it's like if this is all they know is this, it's almost like you would just hope that there would be like you almost would have to have some type of housekeeping, like someone to come in once a week and just vacuum, for instance.
Yeah,
Because I've seen the floor in this house has not been vacuumed. I don't know if they own a vacuum. I don't know, but it's one of them type of things where it's like the Whitakers are they're not like everybody else, man. Like
right.
in America, they're and I'm not even trying to, you know, talk down on them for being like this is what they know type of thing. So it's, you know,
Yeah, it's and I hate to use this as an example. It's almost like giving a drug addict money, hoping they're gonna clean themselves up. You know what I'm saying? Hoping they're gonna change things in their life. And you put these people in a brand new home and you think they're gonna keep it clean. Is there anybody in this family that is responsible enough to keep this house clean?
well, I mean, if there is, I would say it would be Betty, Larry, or maybe Kenny would help out. Kenny, Betty and Larry are because I mean it's Betty, Larry, and then it's the two nonverbal. You
Mhm.
got Timmy and you got Ray. Ray, he can hardly even, far as motor skills, far as everything, it's not there. He's very limited. Betty does the cooking for the house, basically. You know, she's the one. You know, when Eric comes into town, he's, hey, what do you need? You need potatoes, mac and cheese, and she'll give him a list, and he'll go to Walmart and get it, type of thing. And so, but far as Betty's capacity to uphold upkeep a house, I don't think it's there. And honestly, I know um, Eric said that he hadn't heard anything about any hoarding, but I do think that something of the sort may come into place. But it may just be like he said, where people give charitable donations, they just give things to them and you know, and they might have a use for it, they might not, but they not gonna take it type of
Right,
thing. So
right.
yeah, um, I'm a scoot forward to 12:20.
Oh, he's working. I got you.
And another thing I noticed in these videos is that BJ has not yet came over to talk to Eric and Patrick on film. And for the audience of people who do care about this family, we seen what happened before with BJ. And Mark actually got BJ to sit down inside of the house and talk to BJ and BJ's boyfriend. But as far as Patrick and Eric, we have yet to see BJ, Larry's daughter, you know, the one who everybody hates so much for, you know, siphoning off that money. We've yet to see her be in the camera or come over. And she's there because in this very video, while they were or not in this video, in the next video after this, when they took Ray to get a haircut, uh, you heard BJ in the background, and I know that was BJ because you know Ray, he's very animated. You know, he's got that little. He's nonverbal, but he's got that and you know when he's saying like, "Hey," you know, and he did that. And BJ, you could tell BJ was there because you heard BJ respond to Ray. And Patrick and Eric are right there. And BJ, she's 100% normal. Well, besides being addicted to drugs, she understands what's going on. She knows Eric and Patrick are over there. But the fact that she hasn't came over and hasn't had that sit down with Patrick and Eric, it's very unsettling to me, myself. I'll just say that.
Yeah, she probably don't want to. Her addiction. I'm pretty sure she know that they know of her addiction, and she don't want to talk to him about it. I'm pretty sure she's probably thinking that's one thing that will come up, and she don't want to hear nothing about it, so she stay away from it. That's just an assumption for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't, you know, you got two people who's over there who's very clear in
Right.
a mindset, and
Right.
that's not, I'm pretty sure BJ goes over to the house, and but when Patrick and Eric there is something about it, and I have yet to see Eric speak about that, but yeah, we're gonna keep it rolling. Hold on.
Is there anything you're needing around the house right now, Betty? Is there anything you need around the house?
No.
What about groceries? Is there anything you need? Where's the air conditioner at now?
I took it out because it got cold up here.
Okay, this is what I was saying. He turns around. Eric turns around and he notices that the AC is not there.
Is there anything you need around the house?
And you really kind of gotta listen close to Larry because it's kind of hard to hear him. But
No.
What about groceries? Is there anything you need? Where's the air conditioner at now?
I took it out because it got cold up here.
he said he took it out because it got cold up here. and this kind of goes back to a video before this where Eric asked, or something of the fact of Eric noticed that when he was coming over that the AC wasn't running, it was off. And I think he brought it up in one of the Q&A lives they did. And Larry explained it as, it was getting too cold. They didn't like that. And I guess I can understand if you like, imagine, boss, you living your whole life not having central AC, and they're in West Virginia, where the summertime is a little more forgiving than where you at in Georgia and where I'm at in Texas. So they get those, the nighttime might be 78 degrees. It's just bearable. So, but I don't know, man.
I think once to me, honestly, I don't care how long I've been living without AC. If I get an AC and it feels a lot better than the way I used to live, I don't think I would sit here and say I'm cold. And that's me. I'm not saying they are me, but West Virginia, it's a little north of us where we at.
Yeah.
I don't think it's up there with them super cold states though. I got a homie who lives in Virginia. And
oh yeah.
He says he is hot down there up there where he's at. So I don't know. I don't know why that air conditioning was taken out. That it doesn't make sense to me at all. Somebody sold that.
Yeah, and from where actually with this screen, I'll put this on. If you look, someone brought this up in the comment section, and I don't know if the camper, BJ's camper, this is a close up as far as the camper. There is a unit in there. I don't know if the unit was there before, and I hate to just draw conclusions. Someone brought it up in the comment section, and I actually went to look, and I really couldn't find any other campers. I really couldn't find any other photos or shots. It would have took forever for me to, find it. I did find a couple from Mark's video a while back, and it's far away. Even if the unit was in there, I couldn't see it at the time. I think this angle, like you look at this angle, then you look at this angle, it's hard to tell if it's there. If it was there, I don't know if I would even be able to see it. So I don't know how much stock I can put into the comment when they talk about that AC unit and what happened to it and why it wasn't there and all this stuff.
You can see it right here.
Yeah, you can see it right here.
This angle is not too much different from that other angle that you just showed. It was just farther back. So I still think you should be able to see it. That's my opinion.
Yeah, we go. I will continue to play this right here.
No.
No, like things
shit.
I know I hate you.
And this is another thing I see people talking about is the dip that Ray takes. He does dip. Him and Larry, they both dip. Ray has an occasional beer, as Eric has said. He has an occasional beer. I don't have no problem with that. If I was in the state of Ray where I couldn't even speak, I might want some damn dip too. I'm just being, and even Miss Lorraine, who's kin to Betty, he brings a bag of potato chips every time, some salty ass potato chips. And I know there's someone out there who's going to say, why, with her health and all of this stuff, why is he bringing her potato chip? Like, man, come on. People, I don't know. People just a little bit too PC on stuff like that. Like, look at the condition. Like, it's not, everything is not just so cut and dry. Like, don't bring her potato chips. You should be bringing her veggie straws. Look at her and her. Like, nah, man. She likes the potato chip. When he gives her that bag of potato chips, she lights up. Let her light up. Like,
Yeah. I get it.
What's Ray's favorite food? Increase the temperature? That way I could spend time with each one of y'all one-on-one. I wouldn't even mind just taking... Where's Kenny at?
Kenny went in. Oh, Kenny?
Kenny? Yeah.
He's working today.
Oh, he's working? I got you. Is there anything you're needing around the house right now, Betty? Is there anything you need around the house?
No.
What about groceries? Is there anything you need? Where's the air conditioner at now?
I turned it out because it got cold up here.
You didn't just increase the temperature? Did you try turning it up?
No, I mean it got cold out here outside.
Oh.
After the sun went down. Right now,
look at Ray. And that's the thing about Ray, man. It's like he can't speak, but the fact that he just pointed at the window, it's like he understands some things. Like he understands when you talk to him. I think that's interesting.
Ray was trying to tell y'all what the heck it meant.
And that's what a lot of people be saying as well. Like, man, y'all think Ray slow like that, and the Ray he's not as slow as people think. And that's people say the same thing about Timmy, because in Timmy I think he's a little more there in the moment than Ray, but still Ray I think he definitely knows some things, man. And if he could talk, man, it's almost like if these walls could talk, man. Yeah.
You put it back in when it gets
yeah,
hot?
it's right in the chair. I can put it right
Oh, okay. So you're taking it in and out.
Yeah.
But you can.
So Larry said it's right there in the chair. He could take it and put it in and out, or type thing. And I
can turn it up, right?
Yeah.
So like I think the coldest is like 62. You can turn it all the way up to like 78.
Yeah. I mean, when the weather changed up here to the mountain, it got cold.
Oh yeah, it was cool here last night.
Yeah,
It felt amazing.
yeah.
You don't want to be in Georgia right now.
I
No.
know
No, it's hot.
Oh Lord
I
have
never came
mercy.
in the house last night and closed up the door.
You walk outside in Georgia and you just start drenching in sweat.
Yep.
What? Oh, he wants to take me somewhere.
Boss say, "Yep, I can tell you about it."
Hey, I was
Hey,
just thinking, maybe they're not too technical savvy, and I don't think it really you have to be technical to work an air conditioner. Maybe they didn't understand that I can just turn it off, or like he said, turn the temperature up.
right.
Um, just taking the whole AC out and putting it back in when it gets too
Putting,
hot. That's
yeah.
that's a little weird, but I don't know who understands and who doesn't. I know, the two that's, can't speak, but they don't do he live back there? Which one live back there in that camper?
BJ, that's Larry's daughter lives in that camper over there. That's the
And
one
that's
that
where the air
life.
conditioner was at, right?
Well, allegedly, that's where the air conditioner went. That's what people saying. So
Okay.
I you know,
Okay.
but so yeah, it goes on, and let me play just a little bit
Where
more.
are we going, bud? Come on.
What did we need?
Think of some stuff and I'll.
Here we need macaroni and cheese.
Y'all like the blue box macaroni?
Potatoes,
What you got, buddy?
tomatoes,
Come on.
Show me, Ray Ray. How old are you now, Ray? Look, when I take you, we're gonna get you some new clothes. I'm gonna get you a haircut. You don't want nobody messing with your beard, do you? No. He don't like anybody messing with his. Oh, TV. You want me to watch TV? What you like to watch, Ray?
Yeah. He must watch anything.
Yeah.
When TV,
Pretty much
when
anything.
TV goes on, he gets in there to holler. We get
What
him
you got?
back on.
I like them shoes. I like
I wanted to point something out with Ray, right? And this is one of the, to me, it's heartwarming. You know, a lot of people, when they see this, it hits them a different way. But for me, it's heartwarming to see Ray nonverbal with the same pants he may have, or, clothes tattered, clothes beaten, all of that nonverbal. And guess what he's doing? He's smiling. Ray has a smile on his face 75% of the time. And I kind of look at it, there's a lesson in there when it comes to, just having a smile. And he may not even be trying to smile, but I think Ray, people gravitate the comment section. Everybody loves Ray. He can't talk, but it's like he just sit there and smile. He points. He points, and he got that big smile on his face. It's like, man, if Ray can have a smile on his face on a daily basis, how the fuck can I not? It's what
When you don't understand, you don't have a worry in the world. You don't understand when life is hard. You don't understand that you're in a struggle right now because this is all he know. It's just like
yeah.
a person who is a virgin, they don't know what they're missing because they never had sex. You feel what I'm saying?
Well,
So I
and
think
that's one way.
he just
Go ahead.
enjoying his life as he know it. He don't understand
Yeah.
that these clothes are dirty, these clothes are beaten, and he don't understand that he could be living better. He's just happy where he's at. That's all I know.
Right. And that's another way to look at it, I think. And it actually goes along with exactly what I said, but it's just a different angle to it, type of thing. But yeah, and you can also look. You hear a lot of you hear a lot of people say, when I was a kid growing up, we didn't have much, but I didn't know we didn't have much, type of thing. It's the same type of thing, I think. because you remember good times. You you remember you didn't know that there was someone with a jacuzzi in a
Right.
bathroom. You know, you didn't know. So it's like it's almost like, man, what knowing it, they say knowing is half the battle, but knowing could be half of the fucking problem. God shit. But
I like the way you put that.
yeah, it's true though. All right, let's talk about and we gonna it's just two quick things before we get up out of here. Getting Medicaid switched over to Medicare for the family and what that kind of looks like. Um, 2320. All right, it's about here.
Me, Tim, and Lorraine used to go to the doctor every month. But each time you go to the doctor, we got to
She said, me, Timmy, and Lorraine used to go to the doctor once a month. And it's hard, you know, you got to kind of listen. I got my earbud in, so I'm going to kind of translate when I can just so everybody, you know, get the gist of what's.
But each time you go to the doctor, we got an appointment this month.
You got an appointment this month?
Yeah.
Who, Patrick's been taking you?
No, our brother's been taken.
Oh, Larry's been taking you?
So Larry's brother has transportation, and that's more than likely how they get groceries when Eric and Patrick aren't there.
So one thing the doctor was telling me and Larry, I don't know if you remember this, Larry, if we can get y'all's Medicare switched over to Medicaid, the doctor will actually come here. You won't even have to leave. The doctor will come here and see your whole family. And
So yeah, that's another one of Eric's goals is to get the Medicaid switched to Medicare so they can get some home care, so that you don't have to get Miss Lorraine, Timmy, and Ray to get up, put clothes on, shoes on, and all of that. With being disabled and things, Miss Lorraine, she's got the cane. Ray's got the knee problems, and he it's hard for him to get around. So if they do that, that'll be great. He's gonna kind of go into some more about that.
we'll also get somebody that comes by, helps them get dressed, give them baths and stuff like that. But I got to get that switched over to Medicaid. Before I can do that, though, I got to get all those Social Security cards and IDs and stuff.
And right there, I've spoke about this in the past. As far as all of that assistance, you have to have identification. And Ray doesn't have a Social Security card. Timmy doesn't have a Social Security card. They got to get all of these things lined out before they can do a lot of things for them. Just the money is not just the end all be all, and that's why I think Mark. There was no playbook to what he was doing. He wanted to help, but really he had all the monetary, all of the money he had to give to them and from the people, which that was the most popular platform that had seen this family at that time. But I don't think he understood, and there was no way for him to really understand, man, when it comes to everything that's needed to actually really help them besides just the money. And
Right.
I do appreciate Eric and Patrick for looking at it a little deeper and like, look, we got to get everybody ID. We got to get everybody Social Security Social Security card so we can go through the right processes type thing. So I salute that, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Those IDs are important. Very important.
I know everybody that's not. Every time I go to
Come up here and fix my son eating everything,
Oh, I got something to tell you about. You don't want to hear this. I almost forgot about it.
And this is where he goes into getting help for BJ. Everybody hates BJ so much, and this is where he kind of lays it on Larry about things they've been thinking about for BJ.
And that's one of the most important things I gotta tell you. I have a friend. He represents a lot of celebrities. Do you remember the wrestler Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan was his client. He did everything for Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan just died, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I heard.
Hulk Hogan, I don't know if you remember the actor Chevy Chase.
Yeah, I remember all of them.
Chevy Chase, he has a bunch of people that he's their manager. But years ago, he was on drugs. and he got off of it. And now he has a thing where he helps other people that are addicted to drugs get off. He said if BJ would be willing, she has to want it though. I can probably get her to a drug rehab and they will pay for the whole thing. But here's the problem with drug addiction, Larry. If the person doesn't want it, it's not going to work.
She ain't on one on drug. Her boyfriend's on it too.
Okay, so let me listen again because I think I know.
I like what he just said.
And now he has.
Go ahead and play it. You probably finna say the same thing I'm gonna say.
Other people that are addicted to drugs get off. He said if BJ would be willing, she has to want it though. I can probably get her to a drug rehab and they will pay for the whole thing. But here's the problem with drug addiction, Larry. If the person doesn't want it, it's not going to work.
She ain't on one on drug. Her boyfriend's on it too.
So she ain't the only one on drugs. Her boyfriend is on drugs.
Yeah, and that's the point I was gonna make. Like, she probably loves her boyfriend, but if he still want to be on drugs, how is that gonna work? It's not gonna work. Either she gonna have to leave him alone, or he gonna have to get off of him too. And
it has to work in tandem.
Yeah,
yeah.
Getting one person who's addicted to drugs, to get them to the place where they want to get off of it is hard enough. Now you gotta convince two to do it, and I don't know if they gonna pay for him. I know he said they're gonna pay for her, so that's gonna be a problem in itself, bro.
I think I think he might have said that they could do both. Let me see, because
I got told.
Well, and then that makes it even worse.
Yeah, if she get help, if he don't, they ain't gonna do her real good.
I can probably
see Larry. I mean, Larry, he knows exactly what we talking about.
Get both of them, but the problem, but years ago he was on drugs. Do a drug rehab, and they will pay for the whole thing. But here's the problem with drug addiction, Larry. If the person doesn't want it, it's not going to work.
She ain't on one on drug. Her boyfriend's on it too. I got told.
Well, and then that makes it even worse.
Yeah, if she get help, if he don't, they ain't gonna do her real good.
I can probably get both of them. But the problem is, if they don't want to get better, it don't matter what you do for them, they won't get better. I went through it. Years ago, I was addicted on pills. That was over 20 years ago. The hardest thing I ever went through. And you can change. But that guy, he has a really good ministry, and they help people get off drugs. And I told him about what's going on with BJ. And he said they would pay for the whole thing, but he wants to make sure she's serious. So if the boyfriend goes too, I can probably make that happen. But I'll let you talk to her about it, see if she would be interested, and let me know. Okay? I know that would make you happy as a dad to see her get better. I'm looking at everything I can do for you. If she could get help, that's better for all of you. We do need to keep her from trying to mess anything up, you know. But that guy is serious. He'll pay.
And I think that's almost, I'm waiting to hear back from that discussion that, he's like, go talk with her, come back, let me know. I definitely, I want to hear the update about that, man. I'm curious as to how that goes whenever they do, or he does, I guess, come back and they touch base when it comes to that. It's a lot with the family, man. It's a lot.
Yeah, I think it really depends on the relationship she have with her father. He seems like he's a soft-spoken guy. So I don't know how that conversation will go. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. That's why she probably don't want to be around him. Because all he wants to do is get her help. And like he said, if she don't want the goddamn help, she's not going to even take it. You know what I'm saying?
You think if she wanted help at this time and didn't even take a conversation, you think she would be over there if she did want help?
Be over there where they're at right now?
Yeah, like more initiative, like to go,
Yeah,
you know.
I don't think she want no help. I
Mm.
definitely don't think she want any help. And I don't know if anybody ever even spoke to her or her boyfriend about getting help. But obviously he knows it's a problem uh,
Yeah.
with her and money going missing and things like that. Because when you have addicts around and you actually trying to rebuild his family's life, I mean, it's a lot of new things that's going to be implemented. New house, maybe new electronics, and you know how that goes. Anything they can get their hands on that they can sell, they're gonna sell it to get the money to do what they need to do for their fix. And I don't know how
Yeah.
that's gonna work. I don't know how this is gonna work if she don't want help and he don't want help. I don't know how this is gonna work, bro.
He as in the boyfriend.
Yeah, boyfriend, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. I guess we're gonna in conclusion, I'm gonna just put this on the screen. This was the last thing far as what's been posted. This was a day ago. Said tickets have officially been booked. We will be going to meet with the Amish 2 weeks from now. So 2 weeks from now would be around September, the week of September 3rd. At some point, they'll be meeting with the Amish, he says, 2 weeks from now to discuss our plans for the Whitakers home. Keep us in your prayers. I truly hope the partnership, or I truly hope they partner with us on this project. And I guess as far as that, I just hope that they lay it out in very clear, straightforward terms and let the Amish, if they're going to have this meeting with these people who are going to sponsor this or do the work or contract this or however it plays out, let them know the full scope. Like, let them know the full scope. There is electrical up there already. They already have electrical up there. So, far as digging and trenching to get electric across the street, that's nothing. But let them know the full scope of what this entails with this family. Don't just go up there and say, this is a family with multiple disabilities. Will you help us? Like, you have to lay it all out so they know what they're getting into. That's all I'll say about it, you know. And I think
Agreed.
they will do that.
Yeah. Yeah, and ain't nobody's gonna just throw a lot of money into a project like this and not know the end goal and everything that comes with it. Because at the end of the day, regardless if they don't have to pay or whatever this situation is, they want to make sure that work is not in vain.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, man. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Salute to everybody on Boss Channel. Uh, Updates in the past or updates in the future. How can it be an update in the past? But updates in the future, I'll definitely be staying in tune with this because I truly find it interesting. It not everybody finds it interesting. I kind of find it interesting, this whole situation, as I've been following it for a while now. So I will continue to follow it, man. I appreciate you coming up here and ride with me, man. I know you don't do it like that, but that's the beauty of it. Cause just to expand the shit and hey, we up out of here. I'm YJ. That's
Boss.
Boss man Blake. Double salute to everybody in the chat, man. Drop a comment on anything y'all felt like uh y'all things y'all noticed or things y'all have seen from the past couple of live streams that the Whitakers have done. Drop it in the comments. And yeah, I'm gonna be watching the comments like a hawk. So, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
All seeing eye. No. But hey, salute, man. We up out of here. Yup.